yesterday. And let's stay with the Sporting Lisbon and Manchester City. I want to ask a question, because if you look at when before Ten Hag came to Manchester United, we could see his style of play at Ajax. We could see he never had a player. He never bought a player like Casemiro, for example. He was playing De Jong as almost like his as a defensive midfielder that was controlling his midfield for him. He was playing slick players. He came to Manchester United and suddenly something
as well,
in the midfield something came over him and he changed his style. Now, if you look at Ruben Amorim, he plays 3-4-3. That's what he's actually played yesterday. If he comes to Manchester United, will he change his style? That's another problem. We have to really adapt to the four at the back, or will he just be changing his style?
For me, the main thing is Ten Hag got it all wrong when he came to Manchester United and changed his style. Because the mission, the whole point of him coming to Manchester United was to take that template that was working at Ajax and bring it to Manchester United and fix it in Manchester United.
The template's no
more. The templates, he didn't even. No, you can't tell me he did it in his first season.
Was what made
he did not do it in the first season. He did not do it in the first season. That template never worked at Manchester United.
That is why he
never did it. He never implemented it till tomorrow. Because once he came into Manchester United, it was a consistent story of compromise over compromise to please everybody, at the detriment of the job he was brought in to do. And we said it that at least when you have a certain manager that plays a certain way, at least integrity says stick to your guns. Arteta came in and said he wants to build for the back. For about 2 seasons or so, they were conceding left, right, center till they finally got it solved. And they fixed it and they built upon that in the midfield and going forward. But this man has never gotten it fundamentally right with the way he wants to play, with the style he played at Ajax. And then you can't also give him 100% of the blame, because the key people he needed to bring in to implement, they never got for him at the end of the day. So, if Amorim is going to come to Manchester United, I'll tell you, Baba, this charm that is working for you now. They say that an old woman never forgets her favorite dance step. But by this dance step where they use now, where everybody they hype you. If you come Manchester United, change them.
Whenever John is talking about Manchester United, he's always this angry. I don't know where the anger is coming from.
Let's
the first season for Ten Hag, he used the template. It was working to some extent. But you forget that this is Eredivisie. That same template that worked in Ajax in 2019. Remember, he used that template against Tottenham Hotspur in the Champions League semi-finals. What happened?
They lost just 9 minutes. That was
you can't put that down to the template. No.
Now he brought that template.
You can't put that down to the template.
I don't know why you are angry.
You like looking for pockets. You like looking for pocket aberrations to build
the template
a principle upon, and that template does not
if you like bring law book textbook where you speak grammar for
you like looking out for look wonders.
He work, we say no work. He work, I be no work.
He work,
I be no work.
He work.
The first season, the template day, I be no day.
He no day.
He day. If you say he didn't day, that's your business.
He that no day.
Season, see, man, you not supposed now. Man, you fans supposed to talk about this thing. First season, the template day. The Ajax built from the start day, but they can't say goalkeeper now be the problem. Abi? Then they changed goalkeeper second season. They come out the game, bring him who. The template didn't dey in your eye because the game cannot build from the back according to Man United fans, so they had to let him go. Now next season they brought in.
Who else left in that first season?
Plenty people come out.
Thank
I don't
you.
want to call names.
CR7 left in that first season. And what happened the next season? If you go back and look at that first season,
calm down, make I
if
finish.
you go back and look at that first season, and you look at the goals scored and goal chances created by CR7's number alone, gave Manchester United half of the points they had on the table that season. Go back and check the stats. Go back and check the stats.
I'm not checking any stats because now CR7 9 defend. Now CR7 9 increase the chance. Now CR7 9 score. Now only have 11 players for the pitch. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said something about CR7's presence in the team, but nobody's looking into that fact already. So CR7 9 defense, CR7 9 attack, CR7 9 score, CR7 9 do every work. I agree with you, but I'm just saying the template worked to some extent in the first season. In the second season, many of the players left. You saw the likes of Van der Beek leaving. Because wait, they talk say in confidence level has been depleted. This was the player they brought in from Ajax to come and do the work under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to come and replace Bruno Fernandes. But he was on the bench with seat belts on.
Okay.
Like someone that was prepared for takeoff, he was on the bench with seat belts on, and he wasn't.
You know what I'm asking?
He wasn't given the proper match. So he lost his confidence. Same thing that happened to Calvin Phillips. These players lose their confidence. You can't expect them to come into a game and change the narrative of the game.
See the coach.
What made them lose their confidence?
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I won't blame Van der Beek.
What
I
made
won't
them
blame
lose
Ten
their
Hag for Ole Gunnar
confidence in
Solskjaer.
the first place?
It's the club they came to. The player they are about to replace is better than them.
Ruben now is coming to Manchester.
Yeah, so now with Ruben coming into Manchester United, you get people say he will change the fourth. I still say this. LVG played a back three at Manchester United. LVG Luis Van Gaal played a back three. That was where we know that what's it called? Ashley Young can play left back and Valencia can play right back because he converted them to full backs. He was playing a back three. After him, this guy came in, Murillo came in and started playing what's it called? Ashley Young and Valencia as fullbacks because now LVG converts them. They were wingers from Ferguson side. They were wingers before Ferguson time from their former club. They were wingers at Alex Van Gaal's period. They were converted to fullbacks with Trojo and whoever blind playing in centre half. You get so LVG played the back three. His record didn't speak up for him because he was a pro winner before he came to Man United. His record, so this man is coming to Man United. We are not expecting him to change to a back four. He will still play a back three, but I'm still saying this formation on paper is different because if you look at the game yesterday, whenever they lose the ball to Man City, you will see a proper back four. Whenever they are on the ball, you see a back three. You get with some players drawing into midfield and some players. The thing is what they call tactical flexibility. When you're on the ball, this is what is happening. When you are off the ball, this is what is happening. When you are making this run, this is what is happening on the formation. So in the formation, there was what they call tactical flexibility during the match. So him coming to Man United, if the players could adapt to what he plays in the first 6 months, then it's a good job. It's a good job for him. If the players are not willing to adapt, then I think Man United at this time should do a massive or total. I'm not even saying massive player.
I said it at the beginning of the season. Thank you for coming. Bye bye. Out. Okay. Straight up, everybody.
The hat-trick hero in that game. What do you make of him?
2 penalties. Come on, man.
He's still a hat-trick.
2 penalties.
Wait, no. 2
penalties.
John,
we said this last season. We said it last season about Palmer. You were saying Palmer out of his 20-something goals, he was 11 penalties, and then Oli Watkins out of his 20-something goals, he didn't have any penalties,
and you didn't give him credit for it. He was a striker.
You discredited Palmer's goals.
I discredited
Palmer's goals. So don't come in here now and come and validate your chorus.
I discredited Palmer's goals.
Because he got 2 penalties.
I discredited Palmer's goals while you were singing him praises. Now continue to sing the praises of scoring penalties in the game while I continue to discredit the penalties. For Victor Gyökeres, if you look at his numbers so far this season, minus the penalties he scored, he has more goals in all competitions than the man he was facing, the man across field from him.
I'm speaking to a match. I'm not speaking to his season.
So I'm just saying, I'm speaking to a match and a season.
It's a match and 2 penalties and that's it. Simple and short.
2 penalties, 1 goal, 4 chances created. 4 chances created that led to assists from other people. You get so let's take off the 2 penalties. Take away that they didn't get those penalties. Because it was a clear-cut run on goal. If you hadn't fouled him in the post 18, it would have been a goal for him or maybe a shot off target. You never know. It's a big hypothetical now. He would have been a goal or a shot off target or maybe a goalkeeper save. But you fouled him and he got his penalties. I'm not saying when we're talking about the other player you mentioned earlier, I said other players
Palmer.
You know your name. Other players committed the foul. The foul was on other players. Maybe a Nicholas Jackson, a Noni Madueke, a Christopher Nkunku. A foul was committed on them, and he comes in to take the penalty. The foul was committed on Victor himself. So he takes the penalty. I can vindicate him for that because he was clear on goal. You get? But when we're talking about the same person, Cole Palmer, we put up his numbers together with the likes of Bruno Fernandes, and we said Bruno Fernandes was scoring penalties, and everybody criticized Bruno for scoring penalties. Now Bruno is scoring pure goals, and Cole Palmer is scoring penalties, and you're all singing him praises. You're all singing him hypes.
Okay, Gyökeres scored 3 goals in that game to win.
3 worthy goals, penalty or not? 3 worthy goals.
Okay, let's see some of the comments on our YouTube channel. Samuel Johnson, welcome to the show. Madrid should either get a right back or stop playing Lucas Vazquez there. Put either Mbappe or Vinicius on the bench. Both can't play together. It's obvious.
Thank you.
He's saying City time. He's also saying Samuel is also saying City time is over. Over injury or no injuries. okay, City time is over. Injuries or no injuries, the quality in their team is way off the pace compared to the City we used to know. And Juventus 07 is saying Gyökeres showed yesterday what Haaland is lacking. Yes, Haaland actually missed a penalty yesterday. Then he's also saying Juventus 07 is also saying when Ruben Amorim will be arriving, Manchester United should be patient with him. They shouldn't expect better football from starting. The manager is coming at mid-season and he didn't get pre-season also.
Please pause that comment. Read it back to my United fans.
They should have to be patient with him.
See, for me, I would say all my United fans should sign a contract of giving this man 5 years.
5 what?
No, I'm not saying because before they start singing the Amorim out chant. You get? I'm not whether they see results or they see results. They should all see. It's not some. It's not some. All.
Manchester United.
Let me tell you.
If by end of season they are not in Europe,
no, leave
Europe this year.
They will start singing that song. Let's be watching.
Okay, they will start singing the song. So I'm saying they should give every Man United fan. This is the message to Man United fan. That comment, maybe you don't understand the comment. Leave Amorim to stay for like 3 years and more, maybe 5 years. If you guys don't see anything, you cannot start singing the ad. All of you will sign contract because now all of you are sacked and hard. Plus the fan base, plus the players, plus everybody. Now all of you are sacked and hard. Now all of you are sacked Murillo. Now all of you are sacked. I think it was under Murillo they were singing Glazers out. Now it's no more Glazers. Let's say it's the Ineos team. After 5 years, and I don't sing Amorim out. Make una sing Ineos out.
I think they will give him a more time. He's a young boy. He's just in his 30s.
So talking about the board giving enough time.
Even
the Manchester United fans are not that.
It doesn't matter.
It's a fine